Why do people end up leaving a country? Is it because it's not the fairy tale everybody imagined it to be? Or is it because the pace of life is way too slow? Today, I'm diving into the 10 reasons why people are leaving Portugal. And if you're one of the many people planning to move there, this video will lay the truth bare in front of you. Get ready to explore all the reasons people don't settle in Portugal. This is your chance to find out if Portugal really is the country for you. 10. It's not as cheap as they thought. Portugal gets a lot of attention for its affordability, especially on social media platforms. Influencers constantly highlight the low cost of items such as coffee or medical services. Plus, everybody talks about the non-habitual resident tax regime, which is a big attraction for people who want to move there. I mean, who could say no to a life without having to pay any taxes? But the reality is very different. While the NHR regime can actually reduce taxes for some people, it almost never means a complete tax exemption. While a cup of coffee may be as cheap as 50 cents, other expenses like fuel, electricity, and cars are way pricier in Portugal compared to some other European countries. Homes in the country don't have proper insulation and central heating, which can lead to massive electricity bills when relying on electric heaters. In recent years, the cost of living in Portugal has been on the rise, just like everywhere else in the world. Grocery shopping and dining out have become more expensive, and property prices have also seen rapid increases. You can't even think about getting a place in the sought-after coastal Lisbon or Porto areas. Although Portugal is quite affordable for North Americans, residents of other European countries probably won't find the savings beneficial. 9. The healthcare system is limited. A lot of retirees run to Portugal because of its welcoming, warm climate. Plus, the food is great and stress levels are much lower. Qualities like that make it sound ideal for older people. But despite the advantages, as people grow older, some choose to return to their home countries. The reason behind this decision is complex. Many seniors prefer to spend their final years in a place where they know the healthcare system inside out and have more accessible nursing homes. They also feel comfortable where they can communicate in their native language and live closer to family members who can provide care. This is especially the case for people who have not mastered the Portuguese language during their stay. Portugal boasts an excellent healthcare system, covering both the public and private sectors. However, there are still certain treatments that may not be locally available. While there are usually suitable alternatives, some people want specific treatments that are obtainable in other countries. In that case, they probably find it easier to relocate for their healthcare needs. Mostly, this decision is made by retirees. 8. Studies can be limited. You'll find some of the greatest schools throughout Portugal, but options become limited when you look for specialized criteria. Some people want to study at a school that instructs in English. Others want to find an institute that follows an international curriculum like British A-levels or the American high school program. While such schools do exist, they are very costly and can only be found in specific areas of the country. Some people may have learning disabilities or unique educational needs, while others want to pursue particular extracurricular activities. Portugal offers a lot of resources for them, some of which are of high quality, but they may not align with one's preferences. Just like healthcare, education is something in which people have a lot of set preferences. While Portugal generally excels in both fields, if one is searching for something highly specific, they might find themselves disappointed. If they're aware that their needs will be met somewhere else in the world, they might just move abroad. 7. They miss their homeland. Living in a foreign land comes with its challenges, especially when the initial thrill fades away. It can be tough living in a place where you don't understand the language, your daily routines are messed up, and your social circle is limited. Feelings of homesickness can take over you almost unexpectedly. People often start yearning for the company of friends and family. Simple things like familiar food or specific stores evoke nostalgia. Sometimes it's aspects of one's own culture that they miss. Voicing these sentiments in expat communities might draw criticism, with people suggesting you should return home if you're unhappy. But here's the truth: you don't have to adore your adopted home. Finding contentment and clarity, even if it leads you back to where you started, is a victory. Recognizing where you genuinely want to live, whether it's Portugal or your home country, is an accomplishment in itself. But this is the thought process that takes many of the people back to their homeland. 6. Life there can be challenging. Living in a foreign land, whether Portugal or elsewhere, will always have its own challenges. But Portugal has quite a few, and the biggest one is dealing with bureaucracy. This is a common challenge throughout Europe, but Portugal can be especially scary in this department. Simple tasks like changing a driver's license or securing an SEF appointment can drag on for months, if not years. Portugal can also be a very tough place to adjust to, particularly if you don't speak Portuguese. And while the relaxed pace of life is appealing to many, it can become annoying when you're waiting for important tasks to be completed. Many apartments and houses are constructed to basic standards, which means that there aren't a lot of additional amenities. There are general difficulties in retaining heat, blocking out noise, and preventing mold in most places. These are just a few of the drawbacks associated with living in Portugal, and these challenges can sometimes discourage people from continuing their stay in the country. 5. Too many life challenges. Many people in Portugal maintain official residency status by spending 6 months a year in the country, meeting the minimum requirement for residency. During the remaining months, some choose to live elsewhere or take up the opportunity to explore new destinations. The drawback to this lifestyle is the challenge of adjusting yourself to your surroundings. If you're there only half of the year, you'll miss out on a lot. While friendships can be created, full-time residents might not want to invest in building relationships if they know their time in the country is limited. They'll only do it if their own stays are similarly seasonal. Other expats relocate to Portugal, but continue their work for a company back home, visiting their friends when feasible. Their real social circle remains beyond the country's borders, with friends coming to visit them instead. In such cases, when a new job offer or opportunity arises, the decision to uproot becomes relatively straightforward, whether that means returning to their home country or embarking on a new adventure elsewhere. In either case, people might end up leaving Portugal because there's nothing left for them there. 4. Being an expat isn't their thing. The expat experience isn't one size fits all. Some enjoy it, while others can't help but be wary of joining the expat club. Integration isn't always easy, particularly without the Portuguese language on your side. Even if you're fluent, establishing connections with local friends can be tricky. Many Portuguese people already have their tight-knit circles and may not be looking for new additions. As someone who could potentially return to their homeland within a year or two, an expat doesn't represent a possibly consistent friend. Expats constantly struggle with the notion of staying or leaving, which makes it very challenging to build enduring relationships. Because of this, many people find themselves mostly in the company of other expats, even if they never want to be a part of that circle. Now, living in a foreign land while feeling disconnected from it can lead to a sense of isolation and loneliness despite the presence of numerous people around you. This would eventually make them leave, as they wouldn't want to live somewhere where they're treated like an outsider for years. 3. People only like the idea of Portugal. Many people daydream about a laid-back life centered around food, family, and other essential values. But when they get to Portugal, they find themselves yearning for efficiency and a much more structured approach to life. Portugal's preference for last-minute solutions rather than careful planning can be a mismatch for some. This contrast doesn't necessarily apply to everyone. Portugal traditionally attracts people who have reached a stage in life where they no longer need swift and efficient processes. While many are retirees, there's no age limit to embracing a slower pace, working less, and relishing the finer aspects of life. But if a workaholic steps foot into Portugal, they probably won't like it a lot and eventually decide to leave. 2. The bubble is burst. Many articles and reports show the positives of Portugal, such as the climate, wine, and beaches. But most of them conveniently forget to mention the drawbacks. This one-sided portrayal paints Portugal as a sunny utopia, just like Scandinavia without the high taxes. But the truth is that Portugal is just Portugal. Like any other place, it has its share of advantages and disadvantages. While the Algarve has pleasant warm weather and beautiful beaches, and Lisbon charms with its iconic trams and hilly streets, it's not an American location. Portugal's unique cultural identity, deeply rooted in fado and amania, sets it apart from America's culture of consistent cheerfulness and convenience. Portugal has indeed achieved remarkable milestones, but like everywhere else, it has its downsides to weigh against the benefits when considering a life-changing move. 1. Something terrible happened. Maybe you've invested in a property only to discover undisclosed major issues. Or maybe a business has swindled you, leaving your finances in disarray. Whatever the cause may be, unfortunate circumstances can befall anyone. After such experiences, it becomes challenging to view Portugal in the same light, even if discussions with others reveal that what you went through isn't usually what happens in the country. It's a major problem that properties in Portugal have such a large number of issues. Your safe haven may be plagued by mold, impacting your health, or no matter where you move, noisy neighbors may persist. All of these things will make you begin contemplating a move to a place where such concerns are not so persistent in your life. Which of these reasons for leaving Portugal resonated with you the most? Let us know in the comment section down below. And if you liked this video, do us a solid and smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe so you'll be the first to know about more upcoming content. And buckle up, folks, because there's a lot more that we have in store for you.